Dr. Sinan Bökesoy, the director and co-founder of Sonic Planet Limited, based in London. For nearly 13 years, we have been developing advanced sound synthesis applications for audio professionals. What makes our software different is it's generative. The user manipulates parameters of the core system engine, and the computer renders the audiovisual output in real time. So let's see some examples. Here we capture the essence of oceanic waves to create the audio waveforms for sound synthesis. Here we analyze a given audio file to create an interactive 3D architecture. And here we use fluid dynamic simulation to create the sonic output. Recently, we integrated large language models into our applications. This allows users to control many synthesis parameters at once over the timeline, simply by describing the desired process in a text prompt. The AI's interpretation of that prompt becomes then the generative performance. Furthermore, we are looking to expand the use of real-time AI for other groundbreaking applications, and into the domain of AR and XR to create the next generation of audiovisual experiences. We are interested in business collaborations, and thank you.
Brilliant timing. Thank you very much, Sinan. So my next speaker we've got is the brilliant Matt Drayton at Serenade. Over to you, Matt.
Amazing, thank you. Hi guys, my name's Matt. I am the sales lead for Serenade. Serenade invented the smart format, so you may see on my screen and on the presentation if it moves. There we go. So Serenade basically invented these things called smart formats. They are products that include NFC chips. These NFC chips and products also mean that they are chart eligible. So these products are released alongside the vinyl, cassette, and can really support a campaign. So, for example, we do things like stickers on posters, clothing tags, mini vinyls. These things add to a campaign and can help achieve chart success. So, for example, somebody will sell 1,000 vinyl. That sale isn't the actual chart play, it's when the fan taps the product. When the fan taps the product, they get access to the album on release day and also some form of exclusive content, if that is videos, behind the scenes videos, voice notes, things like that. And the superpower about this product is this can be in hand before the album is released. So people have been doing campaigns for 6 months and it all goes to week 1 of chart sales. We have recently released one tap, which means a fan doesn't need to sign in anymore. The fan taps the product and it locks to their device and means that they can access the album on release day. And then I'll quickly flash through some case studies. We did the brilliant Sam Ryder the last couple of weeks, where he did lanyards, helped him get #1 in the independent chart. We did Tom Odell, which I ended up doing some mini CDs and had a track viral from TikTok because of this. So thank you.
Good stuff. Thank you, Matt. That's brilliant. I think we've got, Pascal Dummel next at SetMix. Are you there, Pascal?
I am.
Good man. Let's get you started.
Share this. You seeing my screen? Yeah, I think so. All right, so I'm talking about SetMixer. SetMixer is turning shows into audio merchandise. We solve a problem which is driving me mental, which is that 7.5 million concerts are happening in the world, and hardly any of them are recorded and shared. I love live music and I love listening to it at home, not only at concerts. So I want to listen to all this music. So SetMixer created a platform where we have a unique recorder that we install in venues or we give to artists on tour. Recently, we put a 4G dongle in it, so it's independent of Wi-Fi. We record everything directly from the mixing desk in full multi-track, and then overnight we mix and master it completely automatically. The AI doesn't actually touch the music because we want to have it raw and human as possible. And then when the music is available in the morning, the artist can choose to distribute that through our platform, and the artist makes 70% of the proceeds. So that's more than any label pays them. And we've been live since the 22nd of July, only 3 months. It's been going amazingly well. We've got 575 set mixes available. Go to listen.setmixer.com. You'll hear the artist straight from the stage in 66 venues across the UK. Recently, we also added vouchers, which is similar to what we just heard, but we do it very simple with QR codes. So you can buy the recording right there at the venue when you're there. So that's Set Mixer.
Good man. Thank you very much for that, Pascal. Now, I think we're supposed to have Laura White, Music Video Marketplace, up next, but I think Laura's not been able to make it. Are you there, Laura? Do we have a Laura? Doesn't look like we've got a Laura. So let's move forward. Sorry to leave this on you now, Russell. Russell Sheffield, SoundBytes. Are you here at the moment, Russell? Oh, there you go. Good stuff. All right, and I'll get you started now, Russell. Over to you.
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you all. Thanks very much for inviting me along today, Matt. Can you see my screen okay? Just check. Cool. SoundBytes is about fixing a problem. At the moment, the biggest problem that we see is that artists need to get funded. And we're solving that problem by unlocking this 72% of an artist's songs that are valuable to their fans, but don't create sufficient revenue for the artist. And we do this by allowing a fan to come in and buy a bit of the song and be co-owners of that song with their artists, where we create a song asset that's shared to the fans. They own exclusive bits and perks of that song, which means the artist gets paid immediately. So they get up to 100% of the proceeds of that sale of that song directly from their fans, paid by Stripe in their bank immediately. And that makes the fans and artists co-partners in future revenues. So as the song makes money, the fans get the benefit of that too. And the artist builds an incredible network of highly motivated fans as part of that reach. Case study we did recently with Joss Stone, significant revenues made from releasing a song. Fans just blew up about it. The fact they can have exclusive one-to-one conversations, exclusive gigs, merch, the usual things that fans want. But more importantly, it's funded Joss to do her next album and also the fans to carry on that journey with her. We're now looking at a loyalty program that we're working with MasterCard on to enable every time you spend money through your MasterCard over the fan, it also rewards the artist that you're actively working in. The first picture I put up was Queen. That was because my dad signed Queen in 1972, and that's me in the bottom left. Been around for a while.
Brilliant. That is all we've got time for. Thank you so much. Have we got their Chris at Kiffix? As you hear Chris Jones? You might need to unmute yourself, Chris, if you haven't.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Let's see if I can do something technical, which is normally beyond me. There we go. Is that showing the screen?
It'll probably be up there in a sec. Yeah, there you go. I'll just get your timer started.
Matt, thanks for inviting me. Great to meet everybody. I'm going to try and keep it to one slide and very short. I'm a bit unusual because I've got two jobs, one of which is I kind of run a bank. And then I watched my son struggle as an artist. And I realized I was using less technology to run a bank, and it was cheaper and easier because I just turn on my PC with Outlook. It's a little bit more to it than that. And he was having to subscribe to all these different things and pay for them. And I realized that Silicon Valley hadn't kept up with the needs of digital creatives. And they make you buy lots of different services, and you log on and you log off and you pay for them. It's a pain in the arse. And digital creatives, we're focusing on music to begin with. They don't have a simple one solution. They need to have all this boring stuff at the bottom, file transfer and store their data and shorten the links. But the outcome they really seek is they want to get onto social media. They need active bio links. They need electronic press kits. They need smart links, similar to some of the stuff that the guys are talking about before. How do they preload their music up? And there wasn't one place to do all that. So we invented Kiffix to do that. We have over 300 customers today. About 100 of them pay and they get a full range of service. A couple of hundred get it for free. So please do scan the QR code, pass it on to your friends. They're welcome to join for free and try it out. And our cohort drops into two categories: individuals that enjoy using it as producers, DJs on their own, And then we find business users, some of the guys who are on here, they use it for the analytics. They track all the data through social media. So there we go. That's Kifix.
Perfect stuff. Thank you, Chris. That's great. Thanks for giving us time. That's awesome. Right now, I think we've got Vitali over at Vandal. Vitali Gusatinsky over at Vandal. Over to you, mate. Just reset you. Are you there, Vitali? You unmuted? Right, let's move forward if we haven't got Vitali. So Carla Brown at Synced In. Are you there, Carla?
I'm here. I'm just going to share my screen.
Good stuff.
Hopefully you can see that okay. So around 1.1 billion a year goes into the black box, and around 20% of streaming royalties go missing globally. If you don't claim them within 2 to 3 years, they're paid out to the top earners. So with around 5 million self-releasing artists and Spotify paying around $5 billion in 2024 to independent artists, it shows that the easier it is to release music, the more likely it is that you're going to lose money. So I'll take someone like RM, who'd never claimed publishing royalties at all. He's got over 250,000 listeners on Spotify, and just last month we recovered £3,000, and that number is set to increase, but he'll already have lost out on thousands to the black box. So we've got a 3-phase solution. We're revenue generating via our MVP. Phase 2 is where we scale and automate, launch our pro tier and onboard around 450 artists. And phase 3 is where we incorporate our patent and build and test our royalty tracking MVP with a pilot partner. So we are looking for investment. We're looking for £150,000, and that will help us to scale our operations, grow our artist base, and prepare to launch our royalty tracking tool, opening the doors to publishers, labels, and the wider industry. My name's Carla Brown, and I am from the team of Synced In. Thanks for listening.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you, Carla. That was great. Let me just see who we've got up next. So we've got Marcella at the Immersive Lounge, but I think Marcella said that she might be joining a bit later. Are you here yet, Marcella? If not, we'll move forward. All right, let's move forward. So Dean Brennan at 26 Events. Are you here, Dean?
I'm always here, Matt.
Good to see you, mate. A fellow comment.
Right, I'm going to throw a bit of a curveball, really, because I don't have any music tech to share with anyone. So I'm going to be the reverse pitch, shall we call it, in ode of the KPMG evening that Matt put on a couple of weeks ago, which was very insightful. Thank you. So I'm here really for the inspiration side of things. It's great to hear everything that everyone's got. It's already been pretty good, and I've already got a few. I've already made a note of a few that I can get in touch with. Pretty much all of you, actually, I'm sure. I'll give you a quick update, a quick run through though. I own 3 companies. We do festival builds, music festival builds. We own 3 music festivals as well. And we've also got a company that does exhibitions, one of which is a VR music experience and documentary. And we have also just opened a music venue in Birmingham, which I got the keys for yesterday. So, yeah, what I'm really looking for is we've obviously got access to hundreds of artists at any point. With the festivals alone, 200, 300 artists a year we are in bed with, as it were, and labels as well. We deal a lot with labels directly. The VR side of things, it'd be great to see if there's any collaborations, if anyone's into VR and into the tech side of VR, and any sponsorships we could do. We are working with an award-winning documentary at the moment that's just finishing a worldwide tour, and we're putting together a year-long residency in London next year. That'd be good to chat about. And as I said, anything to do with music in a field or in a warehouse, I'm your man. So yeah, get in touch and we can see how we can collaborate. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean. Brilliant stuff. And then I think we've got Gareth Llewellyn at Magic Beans. Are you there, Gareth?
Hi there. Can you hear me?
Yes, indeed.
Great. Okay. I have no slides, but I have some stuff on the thing behind me here. So, starting with a question, what did George Lucas say was 50% of the cinematic experience? And Danny Boyle thought it was more like 70 or even 80%. Now, the answer you can probably guess is sound. And the reason for this is that voice, music, and sound effects drive narrative and they drive an audience's emotional engagement with a story. So, what happens if you want to create a cinematic experience outside of cinema, not on a screen, but out in the real world, where the audience is free to move around, explore, and interact with that world? So, this is the problem that Magic Beans has set out to solve. We build technology that lets creators overlay cinematic 3D soundtracks onto real spaces so that people can walk through and interact with music and with story. We combine headphones and trackers and speaker arrays and trackers to create living interactive sound worlds that change as you move and stories that unfold in real spaces. We are Magic Beans. I'm Gareth, and we'll help you engage your audience and deepen their connection with your work using 3D sound. We have regular demos. So if you're interested, drop me an email and you can come for a listen. Thank you.
Nice one. Thank you, Gareth. That's brilliant. And then I think we've got Philip Lutzis at the team around you. Are you there, Philip? Oh, yes. Perfect. Let's get you started. There we go. Over to you.
Great, thank you. So good to see you, everyone. So yeah, I'm the founder of the team around you. We solve what is a significant challenge facing today's independent artists. So obviously tools are proliferating, of which lots of you are probably responsible, that really help support artists at scale. But one of the things this has caused is it means that labels and managers increasingly don't get involved with artists who haven't already built an audience. So my name is Phil. I was a successful artist in the noughties. I worked behind the scenes in the industry for 15 years, most recently as VP of Artist Support at a label under Sony. So we all know there's thousands of tracks being released every year. The vast majority of artists don't have a manager. So this is a platform where artists can book time with vetted music industry experts, people who've actually had a significant track record, and they can book them for consultancy sessions on things like sync, release strategy, management, radio plugging, A&R, all of that kind of thing, and they pay per session. So we're not trying to replace management per se. We're just trying to fill that gap where people maybe aren't ready for management but need one-on-one support. So the way it works, experts get flexible income without the committing to managing. Artists get access without gatekeeping. We're taking a 15% commission as a platform. The phase we're in, having launched now with 40 or so experts, lots of sessions happening that are going well, is we just need to get in front of lots of artists. So I'm looking for opportunities to partner up with some of the people here to see if there's ways of getting the platform in front of people. And we'll come back to talk about funding later down the line. But at the moment, we're just really trying to get this in front of lots of artists. That's us. Thanks.
Good man. Thank you, Philip. That was brilliant. And now over to Kinney Alawalia at Music Mesh. You there, Kinney?
I am, yeah. I'm here.
Good
Hi,
to see
everyone.
you.
Let's share my slides. Give me a second. Hopefully you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah, cool. Hi, yeah, I'm Kinney. I'm co-founder of Music Mesh. We've built this platform for creating and delivering music. It's a SaaS platform. It's to allow publishers, record labels, and composers to collaborate on one place. What we find is there's a lot of tools out there. People are using email, spreadsheets, Trello, Monday, WhatsApp, multiple different tools to kind of do the production of music from a brief all the way to a finished product. It's not easy to collaborate, lots of disconnected tools, as it says here, and it leads to kind of no single source of truth and hard to track what's kind of going on. So we've built this tools because without these tools, you're missing out on revenue, can't track where things are going, you can't scale up. So that's our sort of niche. It's a project planning and project management tool. And what we've got is it's basically saves lots of time. So if you're using one place, so you can collaborate with composers, artists, producers, and down the line, what we want to do is bring other creatives into it as well, so people can see in the supply chain what's coming down the road. So right now it's all about music production, but the long-term goal is to bring other areas into it as well. So as I said, it's a centralized collaboration tool for producers, and from briefs to demos. It's got AI-powered metadata for STEM creation, mastering, and tagging, all included. So we're looking for sort of people to integrate with, to distribute the music from the finished product, or for funding. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenny. Brilliant stuff. And now over to Karen Gupta at Manager Club. Let me just restart you. There you go. Hi, Karen.
Am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Karan Gupta, and I'm the founder and CEO of Manager. It's an operating system for artist management. After working with artists and managers for over 9 years, I saw the same problem across sectors. When an artist deal closed, the offer sat in an email thread, a contract in another one, the budget in a spreadsheet, and the marketing plan got buried in WhatsApp. These systems were never designed for global music careers. Manager brings everything under one roof: your projects, your people, your process. Imagine this. Instead of chasing updates across apps, every deal, task, and payment automatically got connected. You confirm a show, and the entire workflow builds itself. Tasks assigned, calendar synced, files shared, all ready to go. Here's how it actually works. You start with a blueprint. It builds the entire workflow in seconds, advancing logistics, promo, settlements, all mapped out automatically. You add collaborators, the artists, the venue, sponsors, all into one shared workspace where everyone sees the same files, deadlines, and updates. And My Manager, your AI assistant that keeps it all moving. It creates tasks, drafts follow-ups, and reminds the team just by talking to it. By the time the show's on the road, every moving part from logistics to payments is connected and visible in one place. This is what the next chapter of artist management should look like: faster, smarter, and built for the way managers actually work. Well, thank you for your time. That's all from me.
Thanks, Karen. That's great. Bear with me while I just look who's next. Oh, yeah, Kathy Long at Aposto. How are you, Kathy? You there, Kathy? You unmuted? Okay, we'll come back to Kathy. So Andres Payne at Volu. Over to you, Andres.
Perfect. Can you guys see my screen?
We can.
Excellent. So hi, everyone. Thank you, Matt, for organizing this. So as Carla mentioned, there is a very big problem in the industry with the black box, and that's what we're trying to solve. We've seen that in the black box, a lot of it also comes from live performances where artists and DJs specifically, they struggle to submit set lists for their live performances. And there was a study by the Guardian this year that saw that in 2024, over 106,000 UK performances had royalties that were collected but not distributed due to either missing set lists or wrong set lists. So at Volu, we're trying to automate the process of creating these set lists so that every performance is paid. How do we do this? We've got multiple sources that this can be done with, either with our app, which a DJ just beginning of the set clicks start and it creates the whole set list, or they can also upload YouTube, MP3 files, as well as Rekordbox files. And we take all of this and create an instant PRO-ready set list that is then sent to the royalty organization. We then give the artist, the publisher, the royalty organization, the venue, whoever it is that's using our technology, a centralized hub where they can see all of the performances, instantly match with all of the metadata, and then also start seeing, so connection directly to the royalty organization, and start seeing what the royalty status is for each of the set lists. So has this set list been paid out? Has the set list, it cannot be paid out because there's information that is missing, it's been sent to the sister society, whatever it is communication from the royalty organization to the publisher, to the DJ, to the different stakeholders, facilitating all of that.
All right, that's brilliant. Sorry, got to jump in there, Andres, but that's brilliant. Thanks a lot for that. Let me just see who we've got next. Yes, Steve Rimmer over at Tickets for Good. Over to you, Steve.
Hello, hi.
Hello,
Hi,
Steve.
everyone. Great to be here. Matt, thanks a lot for organising. My name's Steve Rimmer, the founder and CEO of Tickets for Good. We are a ticketing platform, but crucially, we're not a ticketing retailer. We partner with the retailers like Ticketmaster or any retailer to help their clients who could be live music promoters, theatre producers, sports teams. We help them to donate or give away unsold tickets, specifically to a verified community of healthcare workers, charity workers, and teachers. Over the past few years, we started by giving tickets to charities pre-COVID and then pivoted to NHS workers coming out of the pandemic, more recently expanding into charity workers and teachers, and also people on lower incomes through our Ticket Bank program. So the ask today is, if you're a promoter, a live music promoter, a theatre producer or sports team, you would like to donate or distribute unsold tickets, we can help. It's a free service to you. You give us the tickets for free and we put them on our platform. And if you know an NHS worker, a charity worker, teacher, they can access the platform. It's free to sign up. Once you're verified, you can access the tickets and you pay a small booking fee per ticket to attend the event. Just to give you sort of an idea of the scale, we've processed over 1 million tickets over the last 5 years. We're going out to raise a seed round at the moment of 3 million. We've got 90% of that filled, so we are looking for additional investment. The booking fees that we charge are currently between £2.95 to £5.95. So on average, that's around 90% off the face value of the tickets. In some cases, up to 99% off. Our highest ever ticket was in the region of around 700 to 800 euros, which was one of the F1 events. Thanks a lot for listening. Appreciate it.
Cheers, Steve. Nice one. Now I'm going to hand over to Sarah Anderson at Trax. Are you there, Sarah?
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, everyone. It's brilliant hearing all about your businesses. I'm here to talk about the very glamorous world of accounting for artists with everyone today. My background is I've been an accountant for musicians, DJs, and bands for the last 10 years. I'm head of music and entertainment at a professional advisory firm, advising artists on their global accounts and tax planning. And I've built Trax, which is a dashboard predominantly aimed at early stage artists to help make their income that we all know is quite lumpy and can be complex, and as we've seen, sometimes uncollected, slightly more streamlined for them to help them make wise financial decisions. One of the challenges that we've seen for artists is there's been a lack of education for certain artists around financial planning and budgeting and when to register as a company and things like that. So it's aimed at early stage artists to begin with, but as bands grow and businesses grow, their accounting gets more and more complex. But we're at the beta testing at the moment with emerging artists, helping them to put all of their recording contracts, publishing contracts, tour budgets, and any splits they have and payaways all onto the dashboard to help them make decisions. The January beta testing is in place, and we're also looking for more emerging artists to join that, and also are looking for potential API integrations with some of the businesses that you are building, which allow accounting and reporting, so that we can help streamline that into a dashboard as well. It's going to sit on top of Xero and QuickBooks, so it doesn't replace accounting software. It's a dashboard to integrate with businesses. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Sarah. Good stuff. Now, I'm very pleased to say that our next speaker has actually come through from Goldsmiths University, Matthew Yee King. So Goldsmiths is one of MT UK's academic members, and so it's great to actually see new developments in music technology coming through from our academic membership. So over to you, Matthew.
Hello, thanks very much. Honoured to be here. It's really, I'm enjoying seeing all this stuff. It's amazing. I'm basically pitching in here to see if anyone's interested in collaborating on some of the sort of research work I'm doing. So yeah, I'm sort of an academic, but also performing musician, and I wrote a book about building AI technology into plugins. And so, yeah, here's the first plugin. This is a sort of AI MIDI modeling plugin. You feed notes into it and then it generates notes back out again, and it's all ethical data. It trains in real time, and you have complete control over the data that's in there. So that's the kind of angle on that one. And then I'm looking for people who might want to build on that, adapt it, use it, whatever you want. It's MIT licensed. Then the next one up is a polyphonic pitch tracker. So the problem with MIDI is it's boring because people like playing real instruments, flutes and pianos. So the idea of this is you can stick a piano, get a piano, stick a mic on it, feed it into here, you get MIDI out, and it's based on the neural note plugin you may have seen, also the basic pitch model from Spotify. Again, but it's got a woefully terrible UI, so help. Next one is latest work is around small language models. So trying to take the ethical approach to training small language models for music. So particularly looking at sort of training regimes. So can we synthesize data to train these things on? It doesn't have to be stolen from the internet, right? So that's what I'm trying to work on. So I'm doing a whole bunch of training. Again, need some help. And if anyone's interested in ethical small language models that can generate music, and how you might go about training those then that's what that project's about. And that is it, really. There you go. Thanks very much.
Brilliant. Thank you, Matthew. So next we've got Paul Harter at Pan Audio. Are you there, Paul?
I am.
Hello.
Let me just share my screen and sound. I hope, can anyone see that?
Yeah, got that.
Good stuff. Pan Audio is a network spatial audio engine. And by that I mean it's a back-end service that does ambisonic mixing and binaural rendering for large groups of people in shared virtual spaces. So it's like a game engine, but purely for audio and for large people, audiences or people doing social VR. And for added jeopardy, I'm going to try and do a live demo to show how you can put performances into a virtual space. So I'm going to log in to, this is a live server that's running in London. And that's a minimal, I don't build 3D spaces, I just do the audio mixing. That's a minimal 3D space that can hold up to 500 people. And I have, Ableton running on my machine. This is a core piece with 16 voices, and I'm going to play that. Now that's not going anywhere at the moment, it's just playing to a virtual device driver. But with this new bit of software, which I call Pan Audio Link, I can stream that sound directly into that space. Oh, I'm going to run out of time. Hang on, connect. So those are 16 uncompressed channels of object-based audio being shared with an audience of up to 500 people virtually on the web. And I'll put a link in the chat if anyone wants to play with it.
Good work, Paul. That's beautiful. Wow. Thank you for that. That's lovely. Shame we've got to move on to that's great. So next we've got Irem Ansible at Portal Solutions. Hi, Irem, if you're there.
Hi.
Hi there.
I'm excited to join MGQ with so many inspiring startups to learn from. My company is, my product, Soundport AI, is a part of the new wave of new startups which put creators first and blend accessibility, fair licensing, and co-creation. Our platform generates beautiful royalty-free background music based on selected mood and genre, but unlike black box tools, you can also select, it also has a co-creator mode where you can select song structure, BPM, instruments, and effects. So like more advanced parameters that make user feel like more like you're in charge, because it's built around this philosophy that creators and artists are more likely to adapt AI if it expands their autonomy rather than replacing them. And by that, we're solving lack of creator trust problem and uncertainty around licensing. So yeah, Soundport plays with creators rather than instead of them, and the MVP is almost ready. It is ready. Stripe is almost integrated, and yeah, we're excited for collaborators, R&D collaborators that share the same view. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. That was great. Appreciate it. And then over to Alex Jankovic at Chromesthesia.
Thanks, Matt. Hello, everyone. I won't keep you here for the full 100 seconds. I just have one question. What music does your favorite celebrity, influencer, or artist listen to when they're in the shower? So essentially what we are a simple concept with a long business name. We are allowing influencers and artists to share their live music playback with their fan base. What that means is, simple as that. The fans will come on, stream their music, and make passive revenue by sharing that with their fans. We found that influencers are looking to share their music with their fans because they want to monetize their brands more. They also are looking at keeping their fans engaged for minimal effort. And the fans are looking for a new social means of music discovery, and they desire this real-time connection with influencers. So I'm looking for a connection to anyone who has artists, managers, or agencies within their network. So please get in touch, and thank you so much for having me.
Great stuff. Thank you, Alex. And who have we got next? We have got Tom Rogers, Music Gurus. Are you there, Tom?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I've got you there. Hello, Tom.
Great, yeah. Shall I share my screen here? Okay. So I'll try and keep this nice and brief. So basically, thanks very much to Matt for the invite. We met recently at an event that he put on, and which was really good, where investors were pitching to startups for a change, which was quite refreshing. Music Gurus is essentially a platform for online music lessons, and we're trying to build, the #1 platform in that space. So our pitch is essentially that most people have a dream of playing music. This is kind of preaching to the choir here, given the audience, but a lot of people, dream of playing music at different points in their lives. Hundreds of millions of instruments are sold every single year. But the problem that we see is that 90% of people quit playing within about a year, because one-to-one lessons are extremely expensive, which makes them inaccessible to certain groups. There's a huge pain, of scheduling to put practice in your diary, and it's really impersonal and confusing to learn music online because it's such a fragmented space, and there's no really complete offering that's out there in our view. And so we're keeping the dream of playing music alive by building a home for online music learning where you can take video courses, practice songs using an interactive player, and take exams as well, which we have an exam system that we manage for Trinity College London and a couple of other providers. To date, we've raised $1 million in investment and made around $1 million in revenue. So we're doing fine. We've got 10,000 customers and a really good Trustpilot score as well. And we're working really hard on kind of industry level distribution. So we've recorded courses with some celebrity artists like Katie Tunstall, Lissy, Alfie Boe, and Guy Chambers that have been extremely successful. We are signing deals with publishers to put content onto the platform. So we've got 4 publishers
You're
signed.
100 seconds up, I'm afraid.
Am I over? Okay.
Yeah,
well, that's it,
so.
really.
And
we've got a great team who are also here as well, actually, if you can. Can't quite make them out, but we're all here. That's it.
Thanks, Tom. And then over to George Wright at Vocally. Are you there, George?
Hello. Yes, I'm here. Hi. Hi, everyone. I haven't got any slides for you today, but I'm George from Vocally Music. We make tools for musicians to help them make music. We're best known for our desktop software called Doubler, which is a real-time voice to MIDI translator. So you can use your voice as a live controller for other music making software. does things like translate your singing into pitched information, or if you beatbox, you can trigger drums and you can control effects and stuff like that. So in the second version of that, if you like, we've sold over 80,000 licenses worldwide. And for the last 2 years, we've actually been kind of doing a slight pivot, I suppose, but moving over towards mobile. And we've been working on a mobile product, which is a bit like voice memos, but for musicians. So we do a load of audio processing stuff on top of what you would have your traditional voice memos experience. So we'll do something like you record your audio, it will run over that, chop it up into chapters, tag the content, give you the BPN, transcribe any text and lyrics you've got and stuff like that, and allow you to search and kind of organize and structure those ideas. And it's also kind of set up a little bit like a WhatsApp like experience. And in the next 5 or 6 weeks, we'll be launching collaboration. So you can add friends into group notebooks, both add recordings, add comments to them, that kind of thing. So yeah, please check out that. That's called DubNote. We're also selling Doubler in our Black Friday sale at the moment as well. And we're looking for collaboration opportunities, partnerships, getting our technology in front of musicians and getting feedback and stuff like that. So if anyone wants to talk about that, yeah, hit me up. Thank you very much.
Good stuff. Thank you, George. That was great. Right. Well, last but not least, we've got Ria and Andy at Ether Create. You guys over there. Thanks, Ria.
Yeah, I'm just sharing my screen now. So let me just present. Sorry, it's just, sorry about this.
Present.
Yeah, my laptop is like a 2015 model, so sorry about that. So we made Ether Create to answer one question, essentially. What if you could talk to your workstation and it will talk back? So we wanted to make a tool that uses AI to genuinely enhance the creative process. And we built a system that is an analysis tool while giving full production control back to the creator. So we're just going to show you how it works here. And let's go.
This is our creation tool. Many standard DAW, we apply effects and oscillators to make sounds. But non-standard way, we have something our own. We can create our own waveforms by loading mathematical expressions and drawing on canvas. You can see this is our personal sound. It's different from any presets. And we can also edit MIDI and tracks simultaneously. On individual tracks, we can move and adjust MIDI elements. We can import MIDI files. If the track sounds too noisy, we can adjust the volume of other track parameters to sound nicer. And then we can create loops for the notes and cancel loops.
Yeah, and once you've created tracks, here's where it gets powerful. It's our analysis tool. So I'm showing you 2 tracks here. The AI will compare and analyze them, and it will remember your work over time. So it will assist you through the entire creative process. So you can ask it anything about your music. This works for any audio. So we've had singers use it, we've had audio producers using it, and we've got playlisting and conversational editing coming out soon. So we sprinted for a while, a month to get this sorted, and we need your feedback as well. You can see the feature extraction on the left-hand side. And we want you guys to try it out. So please test it, sign up for the beta, tell us what you think. It will make it better, 100%, and we can be the #1 tool for audio analysis and creation on the market.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much.